Hello and welcome to week 2 on the Matt Fulltime YouTube channel. This is my weekly update, a little vlog if you will, because I'm definitely not going to become a vlogger, but it's a vlog of the results update really. So every day this month in August I'm publishing a long form video on YouTube, and the plan was to publish short form content as well, but this week I'm going to give you the, what do the kids say, the tea. Is it the tea, Aim? I'm going to spill the tea. I don't even know what it means. Like, honestly, there's times when you're 40 odd where you just start to think, I don't know what people are talking about anymore. I'm that old now that I don't know what people are talking about. Spill the tea. I'm going to spill the tea on YouTube, my result. Oh, and a couple of things that have happened this month, this week, that I really wanted to lean into and talk about, and that is the problems with publishing a long form video every day when you're doing everything. If you were here last week, actually I made loads of progress. We did a long form video every day. I published a short form video every day, and then this week I've done no short form. Just zero, absolutely zero. But things have still moved on quite nicely. I've also missed one day of long form video, but again, that didn't stop the progress. So that's an interesting thing to note, especially as we will move towards one video a week or maybe 2 videos a week in the future. So let's go to results first, because I know that's what everybody really cares about. I've made it nice and easy for you to see on this spreadsheet. You can see the first week is in the dark green, the lighter green is week 2, and then the lighter green, even lighter green beyond that, is week 3 as we move into week 3 now. It's the 15th of August at the time of recording this. So you can see the Twitter subscribers hasn't gone up. I have posted to Twitter every day. You know, I've posted the video and I've done a little bit of engagement here and there, but I'm not following anyone. I'm not doing anything crazy on that. Of course, we're talking about X, not Twitter, because it is called X now. YouTube subscribers have gone up then. So we're at the end of last week. This time last week, we were on 55 subscribers. We've now got to 73 subscribers. So the growth has slowed a little bit. But of course, there will have been a bunch of people in my audience that said, yes, you know, anything Matt does, I'm going to follow. And slowly over time, it's gone less and less. But I'm still happy with another 20, what is that, 20 odd subscribers to that number so far. Then we've got Instagram followers. I've posted nothing to Instagram, and yet we've managed to get another 4 people followers on Instagram. I don't know why that is, but there you go, we're there. TikTok, we've gone from 480 to 488, so we've added a few more. Again, I've not published any new short form content, so I don't know why that is still increasing. I assume that the stuff from last week has made a difference, and it continues to help that grow. My CRM contacts, so I have had 6 new leads into my CRM, my email list. And the funny thing about that is there was one bit where it's 15, 16, 17, then it jumps to 20. And on the day where I did a video, the day that went from 17 to 20 was the day I posted a video where I talked about my lead magnet, my freebie that I had, which is my content calendar, and it jumped up another 3. So I think the rest of the week I didn't really have any freebies in my videos, but the day I did, those leads jumped up. So just a really clear indication that when you're doing this stuff and you're asking for those leads, you're going to get them if you actually talk about it. YouTube views then, so we went from 372 views last week, and we're on 842 views, 20 extra subscribers, but we've had 400, almost 400 extra views. So that tells me that people are watching the new videos and potentially going back and watching some of the old ones as well. So that's good news. And then my watch hours has gone from 12 hours to 28.6 hours. And what I've done on that spreadsheet, you'll see that I've got this little mapping at the bottom. What I tried to do is I tried to say, well, this is on this bit here. If I was on 12 there and I was growing by 2, how many watch hours would I get by the end of the month, which is 60? And then I tried to map it out. So you can see there where I should be now, in that, if that is the case and it grows at that kind of level, I should be on 28 hours watch time, and guess what, I am on 28 hours watch time. So we can kind of then estimate that we're going to be on that over time. That's at the current rate of growth, and it doesn't take into consideration compound growth, which will happen over time as well. And the other thing I wanted to point out this week, so I missed a video on, let's look at the results on the day. So what happened on the 12th of August, that's this one here. Well, we still had YouTube views increase, another 100 views. we still had a TikTok subscriber, we still had 3 more YouTube subscribers, and watch hours went up by 22. So even on the day I didn't publish, the channel was still working for me. And that's one of the parts of this whole experiment, if you will, is to make sure that progress is still being made through that consistent posting of content, and then the compounding impact of all of that stuff that happens as well. And then finally, one last encouraging thing that I had this week that I wanted to share with you was I'm connected with Colin and Samir. I think I follow them on LinkedIn. I don't think I'm connected with them, but I follow them on LinkedIn. I'm not much for the kind of person that gets excited about celebrities or influencers or anything like that. Like, everyone's the same to me. I deal with them in that case. But I do have admiration for how people have achieved what it is that they've achieved. And this is from an entrepreneurial sense, right? And Colin and Samir are a great example of that. I was at Vid Summit in 2019 maybe, or maybe it was 2022, where they just clicked over to 1 million subscribers. I remember seeing that happen on stage. So I just wanted to come to their channel because they talked about a time. In fact, let me find the post on LinkedIn. It wasn't Colin, it was actually Samir. So I follow Samir on LinkedIn, and you can see he did this post here, and just to kind of talk you through it, he talked about the first 5 years and how there was a flat line of their channel for 5 years, and then they kind of took off after that. Now, and I wondered to myself, I was like, well, what was the difference? What happened with them? So I went over to their channel and I found this video, and this is video number 6. I'm just going to play you this part of it where they talk about how they started. So take a listen to this. Okay, here it is.
We've made 6 videos, have over 8,000 views, and 1,263 subscribers who are primarily from the US and Canada. But the next 3 countries are the UK, Germany, and Australia.
Okay, you can see they're on 8,000 views and they've got 1,200 subscribers. Very different niche to me. They're in America, blah, blah, blah. There's no reason why that might be. I'm not putting that here to talk about the competitive nature. I'm not looking at comparing myself to them or anything like that. What I took from it, from a positive point of view, was Samir mentioned that 5-year journey before they took off. And when you watch those early videos, they're just doing normal stuff, going around their business, and they're noticing and they're paying attention to the numbers as you grow. And of course you can pay attention to your numbers, and it doesn't matter what you've got to set your own goals and intentions. And you know, I've created a video on this channel talking about goals and intentions, and you've got to set what you're trying to get to and achieve. Like, don't worry about other people, which is why I'm saying, like, it's not about comparisonitis. What I really took from it is motivation. I was like, look, these guys are there now at year 8, and they are 1 million odd subscribers. They're living the full-time creator dream, all of that kind of stuff. But they started just like I'm starting, and they started in vlogging. Now they do interviews and podcasts and that kind of thing. Their channel has changed. The niche they've got is changed. They're by creators, for creators, all that kind of stuff. The same kind of thing that I'm trying to achieve here. But it started very differently, and it started very slowly. So there's nothing wrong with that, and I take that as a great motivation to continue the journey that I've created here so far. So 2 weeks in, absolutely loving the journey so far. We've got another 7 videos to come. I've got to start filming them tomorrow, even though I'm speaking at an event tomorrow, so I don't know how I'm going to figure that out. Maybe I'll do it today, and we'll see how the channel is this time next week. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Matt Hughes, King of Video, and I'll see you next week. Oh, and don't forget to click on one of the videos around this. You'll be able to see what's going on across the channel. Thanks, bye-bye. Always got something on my t-shirt. Why is there always something? Like, just 40 years old, I can't film without something being on me.